What's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Welcome back, my people. Welcome back. Now, before I get started, I want to do a shout out, okay? And this shout out goes to the commenters, the highest commenters I've had in the last 2 weeks. So let me go ahead and give them their due. All right. Kate Davy, Kate Davy. Thank you. My online homegirl, Jamie Zebra 23. Great channel. Go check her out. And Sonia Smith. Thank you, Sonia Smith. Okay. So shout out to all you all. And also all the other commenters. Thank you for your comments. All right. Now, before I begin, let me say that this is a story time for an event that recently happened. Okay? Recently happened to me, and it triggered me from something that happened in the past. Okay? So, this is a overt, passive-aggressive, COC blocking. I can't say the whole word on YouTube, but y'all know what I'm saying. You got coochie blocking, and then you got manhood blocking. Okay? And this recently happened to me. So I'm up there on YouTube enjoying it. Okay. And there's I guess you call her a motivator and channeler. She channels. And I think it's channeled by Freya, or her name is Freya Ray. And she's really inspirational. Okay. I like her because she gives motivational speeches. So I think it's really cool. So I was looking at her, watching her, right? And after she got through her video, and this shows you how people track you, okay? Especially if you're a content creator. It doesn't matter if you only have 10 subscribers, 6 subscribers, it doesn't matter. There's always somebody out there jealous or tracking you. So I'm watching her, enjoying it, and she said something very motivational, and all I did was put a capital T and a capital Y. This is important. And if you don't know what that means thank you when you do that. Okay? So, in the comment, now, immediately after I did that, some weird psycho guy decides to post and comment on what I did and says, I'm really hurt that this person decided to choose you. This person, going off, okay? Now, a lot of times people say stuff and people go, well, this person's saying something just because he's trying to get views or trying to get clicks or whatever. Well, I actually took pictures of it so I could show you what I'm talking about. And it could have been someone that follows me, stalks me, knows I have a YouTube channel, whatever. Okay, but this triggered me. Okay, this triggered me about something that happened a long time ago with a guy that I thought was my friend, and he changed his name since then. But at that time, let's say his name started with a B and ended with a B. Okay? And I'm calling Mr. BB, right? I was young, and I considered this person a friend. I'm out, I think we were at a mall or something. And this girl, she was attractive. I believe this was in Oklahoma. She was attractive, and she just kind of said something to me, but she was playing this piano, right? And I had just started to learn to play the piano. And I was like, okay. And then I think she asked me, she said, you want to check it out? And I said, well, I just learned some. So I did my little ding, dong, ding, dong, dong. When you're just learning, you're nervous anyway. And he's standing there watching me and her. And she's she's a very attractive young lady, highly intelligent. And he saw that we were vibing, okay? So what he did, now this is supposed to be a friend, okay? So what he decided to do, he says, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And he kind of pushes me to the side. He gets on the piano and he starts, playing the little thing, just really showing off. And the reason for that is a passive aggressive type move. It was to embarrass me and to try to give her favor because he saw she was vibing on her and he wanted her. Whether he wanted her because she was cute or he wanted her because he saw that she kind of liked me and he wanted to intervene. And this really happened, yeah. And this supposed to have been a friend, okay? And I've had situations where in the past I have had friends, even enemies, try to tell me when I was younger and I was living in Oklahoma and I was locally popular that, man, certain people are riding your coattail just to intercept women that are attracted to you so they can get them. I was like, nah, that's not true. No, these are my homies, and they wouldn't do that. I didn't believe them and stuff like that until later on, years later, they came up with proof. Matter of fact, I even had one of the young ladies come up and tell me that. And she had been messing around with one of my friends, and she broke up with him. And she told me, oh, yeah, and they knew that. And he just jammed it, I was like, man, because betrayal, whether it's by your family, friends, even people you don't know, it's hard. Okay, because you expect that from your enemies, but not like family, friends, and people you don't know. Okay, so and it worked. Not that he got her, he didn't get her. I don't think she wanted him, but it worked by embarrassing me. I was like, oh, okay, and that was part of the method, one of many methods that men and women use of what you call Johnson blocking. I'm gonna call it Johnson blocking, but y'all know what I mean. Some people call it coochie blocking. For a man, it's called blocking. Okay, and that really, really just recently happened to me again. And let's get something straight. I haven't dated anybody in years. Okay, and I don't do that stuff like these young people do these days. I mean, I'm 61. I'm old school. I don't do that stuff these people do, friends with benefits. No, either you're my friend, we're platonic, and if we're having intimate relations, we may have started off as friends, but we're not classified as friends anymore. Okay, so I haven't messed around with anyone in years. Okay, and I'm at a point in my life, I want to stay single. Okay, I'm actually starting to enjoy it. It costs me less money, and I mean that literally, because if I want to take a trip, I want to, even staycation, that's what they call it, or even going on vacation or buying something I want, and trying out certain restaurants, uh, you know, hanging out with friends. And I got things planned in the future where I'm planning on hanging out with some of my friends. It's just less responsibility, less drama. I'm beginning to enjoy myself, ability to do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's cost efficient for me, you because when you include someone else, you include an X factor, and there's nothing wrong at all with people dating, married, whatever, doing what they want to do. That's you, you know. But for me, I plan on staying single, not getting in any type of relationships, and I definitely don't do no friends with benefits crap, all that entangled gray Jerry Springer type BS. That's I don't even watch Jerry Springer. I didn't even watch him uh, when I was younger. When my mom used to really get into him. I was like, that's just chaos. But anyway, getting back on point. This happened to me recently. I wanted to tell you about it, and I was shocked seeing that. And I feel sorry for female and male content creators that has to deal with the jealousy, or as James Eaver put it, new levels, new devils. But they have to deal with the jealousies and these insane perverts that's doing stuff like that. It's just like what happened with me. I don't even know this person. I mean, I like her channel and stuff like that, and I was being respectful, saying thank you for what you did. And then this guy, I didn't know who the hell he is, okay? And a lot of times, too, people have different emails that are enemies of yours. They just have a different emails. It could be a man pretending to be a woman pretending to be a man, a person, especially if you're a content creator that's actually stalking you, watching you, everything you do, and when other sites you go to and stuff like that. It's just weird. It gets weird, but I feel sorry for any man or woman that has to go, especially content creators, that have to go through that, dealing with people with lack of self-esteem that have to try to resort to some form of manipulation. It's just weird. And I saw one of the female streamers talking about it, that stuff that she had to go through. Okay, and she's a gamer, and it's just it is weird. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. I wanted to give you a little proof of what I was talking about and let y'all know. And I was like, this is a good story time. And some of the people also are pocket watchers, and you're going to hear that phrase, pocket watchers. And do you know what a pocket watcher is? Pocket watcher could be a family member, a friend, an enemy, or someone you don't even know, trying to see in their own way how much money you have, how much money you have coming in, just to use some form of manipulation to see if they can get some of it. Okay? And that's something also that I like to go into later on. Okay, y'all be careful out there, because y'all got pocket watchers. The only positive, logical pocket watching situation I've ever seen is a man or a woman kind of pocket watching, seeing how much a person has that they're interested in, so they know that person has their own stuff and won't be trying to manipulate and use them for the stuff that they have worked hard to get. So they could, knowing that, you see what I'm saying? That's the only positive pocket watching I ever seen. Other pocket watching is just a form of manipulation, jealousy, a way a person was trying to see your money as their money and find ways, whether it's a guilt trip, whatever, to get it. Even to the streams of even trying to rob you. Okay? So y'all be careful out there. But that's my story time. That's what I wanted to tell y'all about. Thank you for all those who made it to the end. All right. Like, hype, subscribe, and comment. And I want to know, have any of you in the past or the present experienced someone trying to block in any way, shape, or form, even if you wasn't even trying to do anything? All right. And I should rock to y'all later. Peace.